Alright, welcome back to part 39 of my Let's Play of Fallout New Vegas. Our current objective, confront Benny at the Tops Casino. So we could enter Lucky 38 and talk to Mr. House. I'm not going to. Last time we checked out Gomorrah and saw what Gomorrah had to offer. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and head for the Tops Casino, which I believe is through this door. So yeah, we're just on the other side of that gate now. Not sure why there's a gate between those two areas.
Finally, I had to let her out. What?
Billy Knight?
Frank and earnest with women. In New Reno, I'm frank, and in the Boneyard, I'm earnest. Oh no!
What are you talking
a fool goes
about?
to a doctor and says, Doctor, I have this horrible rash. The doctor says, son, that's called your face. Ding dong.
He's telling
I
bad
hear James
jokes.
Garrett drove 5,000 head of Brahmin to New Reno. No bodies, just the heads. Hey, come on, pal. I'm trying to put on a show here. You're
For
welcome.
who? Alright, I have some questions for you, Billy Knight.
All right, then make it snappy, kid. This isn't exactly a lucrative career enterprise here.
Who are you?
The name's Knight, Billy Knight. And this here's what a lifelong career in comedy will get you. Oi.
Or we're standing on a street corner in the middle of nowhere. Or should I be sarcastic? It's very impressive.
Woof. If you're not the most sarcastic fella I ever met, your standards are so low they could use you at the annual Gomorrah Saucy Limbo competition. As the bar.
How long have you been doing comedy? And I say that with finger quotes.
If you believe my mother, since she first laid eyes on me, first thing she said was, boy, that's a funny-looking kid. I guess I got a face only a mother could love, because no one else would give me the time of day. Hey, maybe you can help me. See, I can never tell when it's lunchtime.
So you're looking for your big break?
Break's better than a shot. Less chance of lead poisoning. Hey, if you know any gigs hiring, I'll work cheap. Real cheap. I'll take peanuts. I'll take the shells.
I was thinking that one of the people out in Freeside was looking for a show. I believe I was speaking to a ghoul there who was a comedian.
Sure, later.
Maybe I need to go talk to them about that. So next time I'm through, I think I will. LVB Station. Not sure what that is. Various travelers. Street vendor.
Howdy. Interested in a refreshing beverage or a tasty snack?
Do you work for one of the casinos?
Nope. Strictly independent. Well, kind of independent. To vend anything here on the Strip, you gotta register with one of those police robots and sign a franchisee agreement. At the end of each day, you keep half of what you made. The rest you hand over to those bots. And they know if you're cheating.
Mr. House gets half of each day's take.
Yep, he makes the rules. It's steep, but it sure beats living in North Vegas. Here on the Strip, I can afford to eat, and no one tries to kill me.
Let me see what you have for sale.
Take your pick.
So there's some food. Fancy lads. Pork and beans.
Hello again.
What do you sell?
Non-alcoholic beverages and snack foods. The casinos get to sell booze. No one else does.
Tell me about the Strip.
It's the most amazing place in the world, don't you think? This must be what it was like to live 1,000 years ago. There are 3 casinos open for business. Gomorrah, the Tops, and the Ultralux. They get nicer in that order. This here's the monorail station leading in from Camp McCarran. Most of my business is with soldiers coming and going on furlough. Come back anytime.
Alright, so LVB Station must be what goes to Camp McCarran. Walter Phoebus?
Howdy, son. How can I help you? But make it quick. Goddamn heat's worse in this town than in the middle of a Brahmin herd at noon.
You look more than just too hot. What's the matter?
Sharp eyes on you, all right. We've gone through a heap of trouble to get in town. Ethel says I just need to wet my throat. A drink? Nonsense. All I need now is to settle a score. We didn't come a long ways just to stroll our best clothes around.
What was that about settling a score?
There's a long list of grievances that Heck Gunderson's got to answer for, kid. I'm here to make sure that rancher stops stealing our lands. If he ain't chiseling behind your back, he just sends his men ready for a fight. Then you either sell your ranch for a penny, or you're dead. I'm tired of being trampled over, kid, and I got a good mind to stop Heck once and for all.
What else can you tell me about Heck Gunderson?
What more you want? He's a slithering snake, what he is. One of the biggest landowners this side of the Colorado, and it's all stolen, I tell you. All that money buys him any NCR senators he wants. Scoundrels like Heck. There's just no way for us small folks to get by, much less prosper, kid.
How is Heck a threat to the other ranchers in the wasteland?
We're honest folk out there. Damn hard to make the living in the desert, kid. Heck's a different breed. Goddamn thief he is. Scaring us into giving away our lands is all he's done to strike it flush. Comes packing iron, and none can hold a candle to his men. Bad blood.
What do you plan to do about him?
I have no illusions that he'll ever stop his plundering, so I'm just gonna make him suffer. That's what I'm gonna do. Here in town, he's got a few of his armed men to protect him. I just gotta find out what he's up to, and then I'll know where to hit him hard.
I may be able to help you.
Where I come from, we appreciate good intentions. I reckon you could help me figure out what he's doing in town. Tell you what, that chiseler's blowing hot air over at that there fancy casino, the Ultra Lux. Find out what's his story here, will you?
Okay, I'll come back when I find out more about him.
All right, kid. I appreciate it. Hope to see you soon. Howdy. Good seeing you again.
I'm gonna go ahead and just continue talking. Are you a bighorn rancher?
Bighorn is my trade since I was a young'un. I confess, it's hard living these days, kid. The wasteland ain't the same anymore.
You're not from around here, are you?
Darn far it is, our ranch. Ethel would be happy to yap about that. I got more important things in mind, kid.
What's being a bighorn rancher like?
Bighorn is my trade since I was a young'un. I confess, it's hard living these days, kid. The wasteland ain't the same anymore.
Tell me again about your home.
Darn far it is.
Other
I got
questions.
some time. What's eating you?
I'd like to talk to you about the wasteland.
Oh, I know it better than my wife's corset. What about it, kid?
How do wastelanders cope with current times?
Stealing our pure breed resolve, that's how. We've faced the wasteland right in the old mug and told her to shove it. Listen, we own these lands. And I'll be damned if the NCR, those Legion bastards, or anyone else tries to walk all over us.
What are the most dangerous places in the wasteland?
Hell, it's all dangerous. Know why? Because you can't trust anything that stands on two legs. If you're looking for real trouble, head straight into the mountains. Men don't walk up there, for good reasons, kid.
Alright, I think I already asked him this.
Listen, we own...
Yeah. Anyway, I'd like to ask you some other
I
questions.
got some time. What's eating you?
I have questions about you.
Okay. What'd you want to know?
Nothing.
All right, kid. Be good.
Ethel Phoebus.
If you don't mind, I have to look after my husband.
What are you and he up to out here on the strip?
He's got his reasons. And when that man gets a notion stuck in his head, he's like a bighorn or bull that's seen red. And if it means Heck Gunderson's involved, then you better step aside before the stampede tramples you over.
What's so important about Heck Gunderson?
If that's what you want to talk about, go see Walter. He'll talk your ear off. Everything he says about the evils of Heck Gunderson is true, but I've never held the notion that fighting evil with evil carries the world forward.
Is there some way I could help you out?
I don't suppose you have the magic powers necessary to bring my husband to his senses, do you? He swears he won't leave this godforsaken city until he's seen Heck suffer. So far as I can see. We're the only ones in pain.
I don't know who to side with here. See what I can do.
That's very kind of you. Maybe this'll be the dawn of a new day. Good to see you again.
Where are you from?
Oh, a good ways west of here, in a place you've never been. Far as we're concerned, only name it ever had was Phoebus Ranch. That was before we lost some land to Heck Gunderson. The bank demanded payment in full the day after the Stockmen's Association bailed it out.
What's life like as a bighorn rancher?
A good life if you don't mind hard work. The only real fuss is the constant bother with varmints. Fail to catch mole rats early in their breeding, and you'll have 3 or 4 head breaking their ankles in mole rat holes every day. Of course, the worst varmint of all is a Brahmin baron with his hands in the pockets of a Republic senator. That's a problem you can't solve with a varmint rifle, though I fear my husband's apt to try. He's got Heck Gunderson in his sights right now.
All right.
All right, goodbye.
Well, that's a little bit of information for me and a bit of a side quest. Let's check out LVB Station and see what's going on over here. See the Lucky 38 and my good boy Boone following me. Anything up here? Guess we can enter the station. Las Vegas Boulevard Station.
How lucky can one guy be? I kissed her and she kissed me. Like the fella once said,
Hello, sir.
Patrolling.
I bet it feels real nice to be carrying those weapons around on the strip. That damn Mr. House has forbid any NCR military personnel from carrying any sort of firearms on the strip. Well, except for Captain Pappas. Mr. House still doesn't trust the NCR. A word of advice. The Securitrons won't put up with any funny stuff out there, so don't do anything stupid. This your first time on the strip?
I feel like I've been here before, but I honestly don't know. I'm gonna say yes, it is.
Well, it's time to pop your Vegas cherry, friend. I'm sure you'll have a blast and be drunk and capless in no time. I can give you a bit more information about the various casinos if you're not sure on where to get started.
Tell me about the casinos.
Well, there's the Lucky 38, Ultra Lux, Gomorrah, and the Tops. Which one do you want to know about?
What's the deal with the Ultralux?
The Ultra Lux is the nicest casino on the strip. Real high-end, extravagant, and expensive. Best you have a lot of caps if you want to go there.
Gomorrah?
Gomorrah is the favorite of the NCR troops on the strip. If you like girls, alcohol, gambling, and drugs, then Gomorrah is just the place for you.
Tops?
The Tops is the cool place to be right now. Lots of entertainment and shows going on there as well as the gambling. If you want to catch a show and have a few drinks, you should definitely hit up the Aces Theater in the Tops.
Tell me about the Lucky 38.
Don't know much about it, to tell the truth. That's where Mr. House and his Securitrons are set up, but no one's been in there as long as people can remember. Probably best that you just ignore it.
Well, I got an invitation, so I'm gonna maybe figure it out.
Ask away.
What else is there to do besides the casinos?
Well, there's Vault 21 and the NCR Embassy. Both places are located on the south side of the strip. Vault 21 is a small hotel and gift shop. It's not as nice as the casinos, but it's a whole hell of a lot cheaper. The NCR Embassy is the headquarters for the NCR on the strip. The ambassador and his offices are there as well as the MP headquarters.
Goodbye.
Sir.
Alright, what else is going on here? We have the ladies' room. Not quite as nice as the ladies' room in the Gomorrah. Men's room's okay. I can steal a plunger. Not today. I can do without a plunger today. Hand dryer? Nothing I need. So let's go upstairs. It's another Securitron keeping... Okay. Another Securitron here. We've got some troopers.
Go on through, soldier.
They even have slot machines to play. Isn't that nice? Outside of a casino, even. Where did I see? Nuka-Cola stool. It's a very small hitbox for the jukebox.
Go on through, soldier.
Alright, well here's a train. Take monorail to McCarran. Interesting. I think I'm going to try it out. If nothing else, maybe I can fast travel here in the future. Oh, hi Boone. Okay, so we made it to Fort McCarran. Just gonna have a slight diversion here. Just gonna check it out a little bit, and I didn't say I discovered Fort McCarran, so I'm not sure about that. There's a plane. And a computer that I should not access. It looks broken. Why are there slot machines in Camp McCarran? Is it Camp McCarran or Fort McCarran? I don't remember. Corporal Walter Hornsby.
Boyd's in there with a prisoner right now. Boy, is she pissed.
What? Lieutenant Carrie Boyd.
You stick out like a sore thumb around here. You sure you're in the right place?
Do you need any help?
Sorry, this is state business, what I'm working on. You'd have to do a lot more NCR ass-kissing before they'd let you help me with this one.
Who are you?
Not big on reading name tags, huh? That's okay. My name is long and difficult to pronounce. Ready for it? It's Boyd. Lieutenant Boyd to my friends. Colonel Shu has me handling the policing duties for the base. I've told him he could make my job a whole lot easier if he would just let me shoot anyone who talks back to me. But you know how colonels can be.
Goodbye.
Yep. See you around.
So is this a prisoner in here? Interesting. Requires key to enter that. I'll leave that alone. Just gonna continue exploring just for a minute before I head back to the Vegas Strip. Here is a jail. All the cell doors seem to be locked except for this one. There's a chest there with confiscated goods, but I'm just gonna leave that alone. I'm just curious, just a visitor.
Wish I had a first recon guy looking after me.
Camp McCarran Concourse. Private Christina Morales.
Did the Colonel send you? I was hoping he might have changed his mind.
You look upset. What's wrong?
I know. I've been crying. Stupid. I'm supposed to be a soldier. My husband, he's a ranger, and He got murdered by a pack of fiends. Goddamn savages laid his body out to rot. Brass won't say it to me straight, but they mean to leave Esteban out there. I can see that plain.
It seems strange the NCR want to do their best to retrieve a fallen comrade.
Colonel says he can't spare the men to bring Esteban back home. And the fiends, they put all kinds of mines and traps around his body. Snipers, too.
No one else will help you?
His best friend, Jackson, tried. Didn't even get permission from his CO, so it could have cost him a lot. But he never came back.
Sorry for your loss. I hope the Colonel reconsiders.
So do I. But I know he won't. Ain't important enough in the scheme of things, you know? Still, thanks for listening.
I suppose I could make the offer.
Gotta keep hoping the Colonel will change his mind. Maybe send somebody to bring Esteban's body home. Mister, I'd about given up hope. But you've got to be careful. I don't want anybody else dying on my account. Esteban's body is laid out between some of the buildings, east of the REPCON headquarters. At least that's what his squad mates said. There's an NCR position just north of there. It's on the way. They should be able to tell you what the situation is.
Well, I got a map marker. And a note. Anything else to see here? Lots of slot machines. Does this go anywhere? Indeed, it goes further down. Let's continue exploring up here. Is that a doctor? Dr. Kemp.
If you're looking for a quick stitch, I'm your man.
I'd like to buy some supplies.
Here's what's currently available.
Nothing I actually need. Super stim pack, that's interesting.
What can I do for you? Then what do you need? Bye.
Alright, I'm gonna have to call this episode to a close very soon. Just gonna continue checking out this area, and then I will call it quits. Just want to continue seeing what's going on. Corporal William Farber.
Listen, asshole, I know you're not really an NCR health inspector, so you can cut the restaurant critique routine. And I want my 50 caps back. Because I looked it up, and there ain't no disease called colorectal implosion syndrome. So I paid you to look the other way for nothing. Wait, you're not... Oh, wow, I'm sorry. You look just like... Never mind, sorry. So what can I serve you up?
Is there a health inspector bothering you?
That's nothing. You just look like the health inspector who stopped through for the yearly inspection a couple of weeks back. I was hoping I wouldn't have to wait another 11 months to see his crooked ass to get my caps back. Ah, well. Anything I can get you?
Got anything to eat?
Oh, yeah. You can order up anything you want. As long as it's corn or beans. Just kidding. Haven't you heard? With a few shipments from home and a little variety, the troops are getting restless for some quality grub. You can only do so much as a chef with just corn, beans, onions, and peppers.
Can anything be done to improve your supplies?
Well, we haven't had any quality meat in months. Everyone in the camp just eating beans for protein. It isn't pretty. Some of my kitchen machinery is broken down too, so we've been eating mostly raw vegetables. And I'm desperate for spices or seasonings. Anything, just something for the general mood around here.
Where would you suggest I find meat in the amount you'd need here?
It doesn't need to all come from the same source. There are a bunch of different vendors around who sell meat. Fitz, the Nashes, Crimson Caravan. We've never really tried to go out and organize deals with merchants to supply our food. Already having an overstock of food, we haven't needed to. But we really need some good old red meat on the menu soon. So I'm willing to divert some caps in their direction if they're open to supplying us.
What parts are needed to fix the food processor?
Here's the list. We've been scrapping together quick fixes to keep it running for months. I think it finally crapped out and needs a full overhaul. It's the goofy machine behind the counter in the corner next to the stove. I'd be much obliged if you could take a look at it and get it fixed up.
Where might I find these parts?
I don't know. Try the various traders around the waste. Or the pawn shop in West Side might have some parts. Oh, I've heard of a place called House Tools you could check out. It's an old factory on the north side of Vegas. Just a word of warning, though. I hear no one who goes in there comes back out. Could be traps, crazy robots, or who knows what's in that place.
I feel like I've been there. Where should I look for spices?
The Crimson Caravan would probably be able to arrange a regular shipment, but I don't know of any spices known to improve mood. Hell, we have a whole research department. One guy's even set up in the main terminal building. They're the ones who ought to be looking into it.
I'd like to talk about something else.
What can I do for you?
Could you remind me where I should look for supplies?
What do you need to know?
I'd like to buy some food.
Chow down.
So yeah, not a whole lot I can buy. I can buy a pencil from him. But yeah, we have a new side quest now. Getting good food for the NCR. With that, I will take a break, and we will call it quits for today. Thanks for watching. Make sure to tune in next time.